Welcome back to my series on how to not play this game. Please do not pay attention to what I'm about to show you. Alright, there's another herb lore level from Daily Jack of Trades. Always gotta do those. We are very, very, very close to being able to boost for overloads, which is gonna be a huge game changer for PVM, dude. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Also wrapping up the Associate Achievement. I don't know what just happened to my voice there. The Associate Achievement. That unlocks me the outfit and everything. I didn't manage to quite get all of the chronotes I needed, but it's okay. They're very, very easy to farm out. Okay, I may have accidentally left myself, well, not really an accident, with 7 million GP, but I got a Soul Witch token. Bought that. I alked pretty much everything. I'm gonna go ahead and redeem it, and that's a sick warning message, Jagex. Good job. Oh man, we got it. I'm gonna throw that on. Oh, there it is. It's so good, bro. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. Yeah, we got the full override going. I love it. I love it so much. God, I can't believe I got it. All right, we got that out of the way. It's overload time. All right, we got our first reward book. I'm not sure if this is gonna be enough XP combined with my penguins, but let's see. 62, so that'll put us at 120. Oh my God, I think we're gonna make it. All right, read the reward book, another 62k, and we are now 44k off the level. I gotta go do this this giant rock wilderness flash event though, because you never know. And this should get us, oh my god, just one of them. Oh, that's the level we needed, bro. There we go, 90 herb lore. So many Jack of Trades, so many. This feels so good. Anything good to do? Why do I always get a dragon egg? In traditional Iron Man form, we had to make a whole bunch of potions. Go grab our +6 stew from Evil Dave, which is a task in and of itself. And finally, we created the little black potion that everybody loves so much. Of course, it's the normie one. I don't have access to Prif yet, but we're making progress, and that's all I wanted. I would just like to take a moment of silence for my fallen porter buff. You will be greatly missed. Okay, so this whole time I've had a plan of what I wanted to do as soon as I achieved overloads, and that would be to camp Hellweir for the Cyweir Wand and Orb. I wanted to do this with Masterwork armor, but I wasn't quite able to gather all of the supplies in the amount of time I had to play during the porter buff, so what I decided to do instead was camp in the Abyss, one for the scavenging components with my subjugation top, because accuracy doesn't really matter there. They're all so weak anyway. So I was getting a whole bunch of components and training my strength level so I could have a higher max hit at Hellweir, which will reduce my kill times, meaning that's less time I have to be at Hellweir because I actually hate that boss. However, while I was there, I started to think about a couple episodes ago where I was like, hey, we should do Rivers of Blood. And now that my porter buff is over, it doesn't feel inefficient to do anything that doesn't utilize that porter buff. So I decided, let's do the damn quests, which are words I never thought I would hear myself think. Can you hear yourself think? Is that a thing? Is that how that works? I got 90 herb lore, which was the first requirement that allows me to actually start this thing. I will be following a guide to try to just bang this out as quickly as I can, but I know it's going to take absolutely forever, but gonna need sea singers eventually. In case you're not an Iron Man or you've been living under a rock, the goal of all of this in completing Rivers of Blood is you get access to two things: the ability to kill firewatch, which are great training for combat XP, prayer XP, fire making, and just like an insane amount of good Iron Man supplies like herbs, secondaries, all of that stuff. You also get access to the augmentable Sun Spear, which is a tier 78 swappable weapon, kind of like how Vanquish works, so you can switch it between all three styles, which is going to be my new best in slot magic stick, which is super cool as well. But it's also augmentable, so on top of all of those perks, you also get invention XP. So like, it's a no-brainer. This should have been one of the first things I did. And I was just powering out the quest line and came to a point where I realized I needed to train fire making, and oh my god, how did I miss that? It's so tilting when you're on a roll and you have to stop. What's even more tilting is I had to stop again to train construction to 79 from like 73, so that was a good like 3 hours of my time. Feels good. I highly doubt you watch my videos, but milk farts. Bro, your RSN is so good. If you have epilepsy or seizures or anything, just look away from the screen for a quick second because I'm going to show something very visually weird. I just got to throw this out there, okay? During Rivers of Blood, no spoilers or anything, there's this part where the screen is just pulsating and it makes me actually nauseous. Who decided this was a good idea? This is freaking terrible. A lot of suffering later and we have done it. There is Rivers of Blood completed. I could not be more proud of myself for stomaching all of that shit out. Wow, what a great experience. Okay, so the thing about Firewatch is it's actually a little bit tricky to get the most spawns on you without just getting absolutely wrecked without Soul Split. Soul Split's very important here, but this is also how I'm going to be training my prayer, so not much I can do about that. A lot of the guides and stuff recommend that you use prayer enhancing auras here, and you're able to sustain yourself wearing like ranged gear with the vampiric blood essence. I'm not really getting all of that, and I'm not quite sure why, so ultimately what I've landed on is to use a aura vampirism here and just bring super restore. That seems to be the way forward. I do have to bank every so often. I don't really care. I'm not a full AFK kind of guy anyway, because I'm always checking the screen for alks, so it's gonna work out just fine. But the loot here, boys, is nutty. This place basically pays for its overloads that it uses, and then some, so you're always profiting overloads. Sorry, I forgot how to talk. Alright, so my next short-term goal is going to be access to Prif, which is gonna suck, not gonna lie. But hey, there's 69 agility. This is going to be, oh, that's disgusting loot. I was really hoping for the Matic. 79 Hunter. I don't think anything happens at that level, but it's a level. We take those. Big Game Hunter, it'll be really a lot better for me if I get the tier 80 Imkondo hatchet. So let's do that. I'm gonna cut yew trees because I need yew logs to upgrade my Fort Forinthy, and like the list is just never ending of stuff I actually have to do. So I just got a fragment, bro. Let's go. That's 3 out of 4. I just need one more at 130k off of the level. Can we get it? I don't know. That feels really spooned. Turns out I was dead right. That was pretty spooned. The 4th fragment took a long time. I cut about just short of 3,000 yew logs to get the final one. Oh my god. What? I never really quite explained this, but the reason I want to start grinding out Big Game Hunter is twofold. So I need 2 Dragon Matics. Currently, I'm at about 50 hunts and I haven't seen one, which I'm not complaining about, but we gotta grind those out eventually. But second, I want to raise my hunter level to 90 because there's a lot of weird content that's gated behind 90 hunter. One of the big ones is going to be the Powder of Penance, which I really want in order to bang out all of those bones and ashes I have sitting in my bank. I have a ton of them from Vindicta yet, because that's a huge amount of prayer XP that's just sitting in there, but I don't want to do it at an altar because that feels like a waste of time. After the hatchet, the other thing that I really need is going to be Bladed Dive, which means I have to do Shattered Worlds, which means I'm going to be crying a lot. Oh, finally we get our last Anima Crystal. There we go. That is going to be max Hellweir reputation. Oh, feels so good. Now I don't have to feel bad about actually going there. Alright, so I should just be able to use the crystal and gain the reputation, and that is 5k out of 5k. So I'm going for Prif in the background, using all of the quest rewards I can on agility, but at the forefront of my mind now is going to be tackling Hellweir whenever I feel like it. Like I said earlier, I absolutely despise this giant hell puppy. This thing sucks. I actually can't stand just endlessly farming God Wars Dungeon 2 bosses, but it's something that has to be done because magic is definitely the way forward. So I'll be knocking out kills on Aura whenever I feel like just grinding out a full hour. My kill times are averaging about 1 minute and 50 seconds to 2 minutes, so it's not particularly great. That'll increase a lot once I have the prayer level required, so sitting at Vyres is definitely going to be the thing going forward. I have so much to do, man. I'm so excited. Oh, there's so many goals.